Welcome to the Coaches Show. That's Taylor Jarvis. I'm Kevin Paulus. And Taylor, it's the first chance I've had to talk to you on the Coaches Show. So I just want to kind of start big picture with you. 14-6 on the year, 8-4 in the conference. Talk a little bit about your thoughts on the season so far.
Yeah, I'm really happy and proud of what our guys have put together so far. I think the best is yet to come. We have some young guys on this team that I think are only getting better. Our role players are trying to find their roles, and they're getting better as well. But really happy with where we are. I know I was talking to Trevor last week, and our average deficit of loss is by 6 points.
Right.
And so we've been in every single game, and as a coach, that's what you can really ask for, is that we're competing in every single game. We have a chance at winning every single game, and we've shown that. Now is our chance to show that we're one of the best teams in the heart of America, as well as a top 25 team. The rest of we got 8 games here to really continue to build our resume, because I believe this is a national tournament team, and that's what our expectation is internally.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk Saturday. You guys get a win over Park, 74-66. Really a team effort. A couple of guys stand out, but just talk a little bit about that game.
Yeah, so that was one. It's a mover, so we were very close in the standings. Our biggest thing was making sure we come in and move the correct direction, and that's up in the standings. And Park's a very competitive team. We knew they were going to force some turnovers. Coach Klein over there has been there for a long time. He's a good coach.
Sure.
He schemes up really well. Very good defensive team. They caused a few issues for us, and they've caused some turnovers that, we struggled in some areas that game, but overall we were able to find a way to win that game. And I thought we'd put together a really good defensive performance, as well as some timely buckets towards the end. So that was a great game to see. I thought, the atmosphere in the SRC was great too. I think the Spartan fans this year have shown out and done a really good job packing the place when we can.
Marquise had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and a very impressive 5 assists in that game. He might have played his best game of the year on Saturday.
He for sure. And when he's doing that in multiple different areas, we're a really good team. The games that we've struggled, his production, his rebounds have been a little bit lower. We rely on him a lot, especially scoring around the rim. These next couple games, they've got some good matchups for him. So he's going to have his hands full, but Keish is a guy that we trust. He's a leader of our team. He's a leader of our program. He's kind of a foundational piece of what we're kind of building here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Isaiah Dixon, I love this. I love the way that he plays, right on the edge, very emotional. He's a beast in the middle for you guys.
And he does that every single day. So, he's been a little banged up here recently, because when it's practice, he's going as hard as he can.
Yeah.
When it's in the game, he's going as hard as he can. He doesn't know anything else, which is a great quality, especially in a forward and a big man like that that's so athletic. But Isaiah, his nickname that he got from Coach Tisdale at Garden City was Everyday Zay. And that's kind of his motto. He shows up, whatever he's doing, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that game against Park, and it kind of leads me into my next question, only 3 guys scored for them in the second half, but they went like 13, 12, and 10 versus you guys. 8 guys scored. We've talked so much in the second half. We've talked so much about the depth of this team and how, I use it in a good way, replaceable some of you guys are. Some of your guys are. Isaiah needs a break. Austin goes in there. You don't lose any height, a little bit of size, but, you have a lot of interchangeable parts, and that's a good problem to have at our level.
It for sure is. I think that I believe that leads to postseason success.
Yeah.
And, the way that we Coach Chris and I, we want to score through community. We want to score through our offense and through our action. We don't want to have to rely on just one piece. Now, we have some guys that, get a few more shots than the other guys, but a great team, you're able to score and scheme from so many different spots, and I feel like that's what we've really put together. And it's something we learned, last year, my first year, we had a good team, but we weren't, as versatile, as complementary to each other.
Sure.
This year we have so many complementary pieces. That's only a help, including with our depth as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's a 2-game week this week, tomorrow night, or we're recording this on Tuesday. So Wednesday night, you guys are at Moval, and it feels like Paul Ellis and I say this about every game.
Yeah,
This is a big one.
it is.
You guys are tied for third with Moval while Graceland and William Penn are playing each other. So the top 4 teams in the conference are all going head to head.
Yep.
It's a game. If you win, you're in really good position. If you don't win, it hurts.
Yes, it for sure does, especially postseason seeding. I mean, that's what we're fighting for right now. But I was looking through the rest of the schedule, and it's like, that's a big game. Oh, that's a big game. That's a big game.
Right.
It's just, the heart of America. It's everybody is so competitive, and even some of the teams that are towards the bottom of the conference have beat one of the teams towards the top. So it's like you don't get any days off or nights off when you're playing in this conference. But the Moval game, huge game, and we play them twice. So we'll be able to have them come back here.
Right.
But to be able to go steal one on the road, to be able to go show that, we are one of the top 3 teams in this conference, that's what both these teams are fighting for. And it should be a really good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be a battle up there. Coach Boone he's been coaching for a long time. He's a really good coach. What he's done with that group year one has been really great stuff. And to me, they're one of the best defensive teams I've watched play at the NAIA level. And he's done a really good job putting them together and making them defend by principle. So this should be a banger. And I know I talked about it after the post game of Park. Like, I'd be low scoring. Because both teams are going to come out and defend.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're 9-3 at home. You guys, we talk about how hard it is to win on the road, 5-4 away from home, but you got to go to Marshall and get a result. What are they going to try to do? What did they do well that you guys are going to have to be on the lookout for?
So we've seen a lot of switches this year. We've seen some more unique lineups where teams are able to switch kind of 1 through 5, or they have more of a guard at the 4. Moval's a little more true, so they flood the ball really well. They stunt. They hedge ball screens. So we haven't seen as many hedges this year. Most of it has been kind of soft switches or drop cover. So these are things we prepared for today for the game. But they do a great job flooding and showing bodies. And for us, one of our weaknesses this year is shooting the basketball. So this is going to be a big game on making sure we score through action and the ball continues to move.
Yeah.
They're really good when the ball's stagnant, guarding isolations, because they're able to show so many bodies. So a huge emphasis for us is to keep the ball moving, make them have to guard action to action to action, really score through concepts. Like I said, we practiced today. We feel like we're really prepared for them. But that's kind of the difference from them to some of the other teams that we've played.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game tomorrow night in Marshall. Then on Saturday, you guys travel to Olathe, Kansas, Mid-America Nazarene. They're a team that, you talked about, they're struggling a little bit. They're 5-5 at home. They're 5-7 overall in the conference. But, to take nothing away from them, those are the games that you can't kind of stub your toe if you want to be in the top 3, top 4 in the conference.
Oh, for sure. Especially with where they're at in the standings. And I think a lot of Mid-America's head coach, and I think a lot of their program, they've been extremely successful the last 20 years. Plus.
Right. Sure.
And, and
our postseason starts now for them. I mean, they're in 11th place, so they're desperate.
And all their games have been close. They've been playing guys close, but they're a very well prepared team. That's the one thing when you go into Mid-America. He is going to have a great scouting report on you. He's going to know what you're going to do offensive, defensively. You're going to have to make some in-game adjustments. We played them last year, and it was a close game at their place. But that is for sure a must-win road game. Both these two can really propel us into a position, because then we get some home games coming back to be in a really comfortable position moving forward. But Mid-America, they're right there in the middle, but they're still a really, really competitive team, and they're going to be very well prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we appreciate the time.
Well, thank you.
That's Taylor Jarvis. He's the men's head basketball coach here at MBU, and you've been watching the Coaches Show on the Spartan Digital Network.